Hello, everybody. Welcome back. There will be no talking about that. We are back with our semifinal number 2. We are doing our, I believe we coined the term casting couch. That's Mr. Spiff's. That's Mr. Spiff's term there. And we have.
Let me get this straight. Hang on. Let me get this straight.
Yes.
I'm not allowed to talk about what I want to talk about, but we call this the casting couch. Nice.
Okay, we'll give you a segment. We'll unleash.
No,
we'll unleash the demon at the end. Okay.
Straight out of Pornhub, this casting couch. You know.
Oh, don't worry. I'm recording as well. It's the uncensored, unedited version is gonna be uploaded as well.
It's okay.
Mr.
Steele. Yeah, Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele, your girl is always uncensored on my channel. So.
The Mr. Steele Your Girl podcast.
He censors himself so much on his own channel that he just needs to let it out here, and that's totally okay. If I can be his vice or outlet for whatever, that's fine. He can do whatever. Anyway.
You, Boo-Boo. Thank you.
We are here for our semifinal number 2 match, and Mr. Steeler Girl, I think you don't even haven't seen the bracket yet, but we've had kind of a crazy tournament. Let's start with Mr. Spiff. You were here for a while this morning. What do you think about the progression of this tournament? Do you think it went as you would expect, or did somebody stand out to you?
Well, I think more or less there weren't any big surprises in terms of who advanced onto the round of 16. Iron Commander continues to look very, very strong, and yeah, he's doing very well at the moment. I also saw that Vanady moved up, and I believe he's in the next game we're going to be casting here. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's Vanady versus FoxTermelon?
Yes.
That should be a really good match.
Oh, yeah.
They're both Aeon, too.
Yeah, Aeon there.
How about you, Mr. Gull? You've heard Spiff now talk about it, but maybe you pulled up the bracket.
Yeah, I'm watching your stream right now, actually. I'm seeing stuff flip.
You do?
So,
oh, man.
Iron Man. Iron Commander versus Alpha Hex. I watched one of those. I caught one of those videos. I'm sorry I saw that, Alpha Hex. I mean, you're an amazing player. You're phenomenal.
I think it's bullshit. No, I'm just kidding.
It's rigged! It's rigged! Skeptical Skeleton is calling for a recount.
No, don't pull a Trump.
Stop the count!
No, it was. I mean, for him to be able to pull off that against such an amazing player like you is just, I don't know.
I'm just really inconsistent. I mean, I just messed up. That's all.
Yeah.
I didn't check my base. He captured everything, and then at that point, it was just over. It happens.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, but good for Iron Commander though. You know, I mean, that was he saw an opportunity and he took it, right? You know.
Oh yeah, well he's definitely probably one of the few who have a chance to win this. Like looking at the past tournaments, Iron is really strong, so it's going to be interesting.
He took
to see the finals against Fox or Vanady.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I mean, thank you for being a gracious, a person who loses graciously. We appreciate that. That's really awesome. That's great sportsmanship, and we really appreciate that because that's what we're all about. No, I'm just saying thank you for that. No, thank you for being able to sit up here.
I can arrange a private room in the server if you would like.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that's
give me
about.
Our address and number. We can meet up.
Oh, okay, Boo-Boo.
When the pandemic's over, you know where to go.
Oh, damn. That really is the casting couch. Holy shit. Did I just get laid?
Not yet.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Well, you heard it here, folks. For better or worse.
Oh boy.
I gotta take. It's getting hot in here, you know.
We're gonna have to switch to 18+ stream. We're gonna have to switch to a different website.
And we're not even in the final yet, folks.
Feet pick galore for me. Hell to the I got Nite's feet picks. I'm gonna get some Alpha Hex feet picks. Spiff, what are you gonna send me?
I don't know, but you definitely don't want to see pics of my feet.
Hell yeah, I do.
Wait,
Believe
what?
Me, you don't.
Lawyer feet? We want to see some lawyer feet.
That makes me even more excited.
We do not judge on the casting couch.
We do not
Oh,
judge.
man.
I thought that's
Okay,
exactly what the casting couch was for, though.
You know what would be a good
No,
idea?
Not this one.
I think a good idea would be to just upload all of our feet and not label them and see if they can guess which feet are whose.
Oh, are we gonna offer a cash prize for that too?
Yes.
Roulette.
You get a seed. You get a seed to the invitational tournament.
The prize money goes to the best feed picks.
Oh my god, I could actually win. I get like paint my toenails. Like
Girl, like
paint
gets a
toenails.
fucking pedicure.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I'm
still becoming a robot.
Hitting up the
Still
nail
becoming a
parlor.
robot.
Professional stream we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when I join. I'm sorry.
No, that's what happens towards the final. We just unleash everything.
We just lose it.
Everything
We
just
lose it.
stops working.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least my mic is working, so I'm
No,
super stoked about
you're a
that.
robot again.
There's some crackling, but it's manageable.
Well, it's not my fault. I
Somebody's
blame Discord.
somebody's using Pornhub over your Wi-Fi, I think. But
Really
anyway,
funny original joke from 2010.
let's actually talk about the match. Okay, guys,
Why you
let's
gotta be toned?
let's talk about the match. Let's keep it real here, and
Like robot.
just like PG-19 or something, at least.
Robot.
At least.
I'm a sex
Family friend of
robot.
the stream.
Yeah. All right.
Robot.
We have Vanity versus FoxTermelon up right now. Next. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. Spiff, got any thoughts about this one?
FoxTermelon is another one of those players who's just looked consistently strong in the last few tournaments. So I think Vanity is going to have a tough fight, but you never know.
What maps do you think we're gonna see for Aeon versus Aeon?
Gee,
Oh,
I'm just
well,
going to guess that I'm going to guess that Vanity is going to do his best to ban any decent TML maps.
Yeah, that's actually a
Oh,
very
yeah,
fair
that's
point. Something we
really
haven't talked
good.
about is the very big possibility that a FoxTermelon goes TML. But yeah, girl.
No, I
any
mean
comments?
we hype it up every tournament and then he doesn't do it. So
Well,
done it.
there
he
was
might throw it in one game.
there
but,
was that Gamer Replays tournament where he went literally the whole, well, maybe not literally, but pretty damn close to TMLing every single
Almost
game.
every. I was there for that. I
Yeah, that
kinda
was just-
disappointed
yeah, that
because he
was-
TML'd them.
That was pretty painful to watch, if we're being honest. But yeah, girl, any comments, any thoughts about the match?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I mean, the most balanced faction versus the most balanced faction in the game. I mean, that's going to be super balanced. You know, it's going to be awesome. Like, these are two great players, and it's going to be good. Let's just hope we don't see a whole lot of TML. I mean, TML late game, I don't care. You know, that's fine. But TML openers, oh baby. I mean, whatever. You know, that's scummy. But you know what? Nothing's off the table here, right? I mean,
Mhm.
we can't say you can't do that. I mean, it's completely legal. So if FoxTermelon wants to do it, go for it.
Okay. Alpha?
Well, you definitely love to see a mirror, right? Because all the faction bias is just going to go away. So
Mm-hmm.
this is
Yeah,
just going to be
yeah.
a match of pure skill.
Yeah.
Maybe some luck involved, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see.
Definitely.
I think Fox is going to ban Arctic. Have you talked about this? I think Fox mentioned that he's colorblind, so I think Arctic Refuge is actually a bit of a problem for Fox.
Yeah, I bet.
So I want to, the map will, for the next tourney map, have to be adjusted a little bit from that because he kind of is forced to ban the same map every single time. But yeah, match should be pretty interesting. Aeon versus Aeon. Can't wait to see it.
All right. We are going to jump into the band pick stage. But before we go, Spiff, prediction on the score.
FoxTermelon 2-0.
Girl, I know you don't like predictions, so I'll ask you instead, are we going to see TML or not?
Yes.
And Alpha, prediction on the score.
I think it might be a 2-1 for Fox. Vanady has been practicing a lot lately, so he's definitely in shape. Who knows,
Alright.
maybe he might even win.
Yeah, my prediction will also be FoxTermelon 2-1. However, I think Vanity can possibly get a good game off, and it's going to go to game 3. So we're going to do our pig bands, and then Mr. Steal Your Girl and Mr. Alpha Hex will be back to cast our semifinal number 2 to see who goes on to face Iron Commander in the final. Stay tuned, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to semifinal number 2. It is not the casters that you see there even closely. I'm joined by Alpha Hex to cast this semifinal number 2, match 1 on QAI Labs. Would you like to introduce the first player, Alpha Hex?
Hello. Yes, on the left side as teal, we have Vanady as the Aeon player, dropping down 2 air factories, followed by some mass M2 generators. And on the right side, we have FoxTermelon as the white Aeon player, doing the exact same thing, actually. Very similar build. So it's going to be interesting seeing that.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much exactly the same, actually, except Vanady, I think, is assisting his factories with his ACU, so hoping to grab a little bit of an earlier air lead.
Yeah, that really could make the difference, since an extra airplane can really decide the game. Once he starts camping those air factories, Fox has to build AA, and then it just snowballs from there.
Yeah.
Right? Vanity scouting Fox. Doesn't look like that scout's going to get away.
Yeah, that scout is not going to get away, and it looks like this build was specifically designed to try and get, a lot of planes early, but unfortunately he loses that scouting plane, so now the count has equaled out.
Vanity almost forgot to finish one of his core mass extractors, but then he finishes it.
That could have been a bit bad. And moving to the front.
I think we're going to see quite a bit of a stalemate until one of them decides to start building some land units.
Yeah, except Vanity's moving up front, but it looks like FoxTermelon is keeping his ACU back right now.
Yeah, Fox isn't even scouting. Right now he's just focusing on the assist.
You think
so he probably knows exactly what Vanity's doing.
Yeah, I mean, they're both AA, so they probably practice with each other. So I imagine maybe they practice this exact scenario.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
It's definitely some mind games going on.
Immediately up to a stalemate.
Yeah.
Neither player wants to push up.
Yeah, and it's just going to be really about who probably wins that air engagement here, as it's so easy to defend that bridge in the center. And then if that continues being a stalemate, it's probably, I don't know, even teleport, I feel like, doesn't necessarily solve a stalemate in case of Aeon versus Aeon on this map.
Well, are we talking teleport for land rare? Because it would be pretty funny to see like a teleporting airplane snipe when he just completely avoids, one player completely just avoids the other one's air force.
Yeah, and
but that's like late game.
Yeah, actually, in an Aeon versus Aeon in this case, I wouldn't even be opposed to going the Urchmaws. I think in a choke they can be quite effective.
Yeah, you don't really have a way to deal with that without land units.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like Vanity's stalling a bit, so he's going to be behind on eco.
He didn't get that mass extractor early, as early as Fox did, so that I was about to say that's going to bite him in the foot going forward in this game match, but I guess we're seeing just that.
Yeah, he actually had to pause his factories to build that 7 mass, so Fox is going to be ahead here, which might be enough to decide the game later on.
And they're both using engineers to scout. That's very, very nice. And I actually forgot to mention while we're in a bit of a stalemate here, Vanady is, I believe, going to be definitely our last or one of the players that qualify for the Invitational. I still have to do some point calculations to see who exactly gets it from points. I think he might actually qualify in points, and then the other person will be either Rainbows, Jwix, or Osmos, actually. I think there's going to be a 3-way tie, probably. So we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that, but congratulations to Vanady. Doesn't really matter for him how it ends here. Of course, he wants to win to get to that final. I think he was previously, he reached a quarterfinal or a semifinal match, and I believe he lost against, who did he lose against? Magenra in the winter tournament.
Yeah, it's incredible. We're seeing a lot of new names pop up in the pro community, so that's great to see.
Yeah, Vanady has always, definitely. I think this tournament alone kind of speaks to it. Getting 32 players, it's absolutely incredible.
Oh,
air engagement.
And Vanady pre-built that anti-air tower before Fox even moved in, so that could actually just decide the game on the spot.
Yeah, that might be the deciding fact for Vanady here. He even gets a better engagement, I think, there at the start. But it looks like actually there's more white planes. Let's look at the score.
I think it's equal.
Vanady's...
Maybe Vanady forgot the tech.
I don't think he's...
Yeah, looks pretty equal to me, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty even, I was just about to say.
Fox was ahead on the eco because of the better build. And Vanady just got a better engagement there, so he just equalized it a bit.
But what is better for Vanady is that he's up here. Not only does he have the mastery claim, he also is going to take out those 2 mass extractors up front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see how, normally I think we would agree that FoxTermelon is the better player, but because these players are both from the same clan, and they practice against each other, it's evident from the strategies that they just used against each other. It can turn upside down because of that knowledge of player versus player.
Well, yeah, also in an air mirror, it just kind of becomes... There's a lot of luck involved in air fights as well. You can get a better engagement, but then the other player comes out on top just because your airplanes decided to do like a funny circle without really shooting at anything.
We're going to have an ACU fight here?
Well, I don't think Fox should be this aggressive.
Yeah.
Is good, but Vanity has anti-air in there, a factory, an engineer, while Fox doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know exactly
he's also
what...
building an A tower, but that's probably not a good idea because if Vanity just gets a TML, which he's actually doing right now, you can see it on the factory being built, then that AA tower is just going to die. That's just going to be wasted 225 mass.
Wow, that's a bit
Fox
crazy.
Might be looking for an early engagement because I think Fox knows that after he lost that mass extractor, it's just going to start snowballing.
Yeah, and it was
So
crazy
he's trying
how
to be very
perfect
aggressive here.
Vanady built that that MML, or not an MML, stationary TML, I guess.
TML.
Yeah.
It's a TML, yeah, I think.
It's a bit confusing with Aeon because TML they have an actual building, but whatever.
I think I think Vanity should really push up here because Fox is just locked in on that AA tower and he has to keep healing it.
Yeah,
or it's
ACU.
gonna die, right? So Vanity, if he moves up here and he starts, shitting away at Fox, that's really gonna start bringing in a whole lot of problems here. And there's still a land factory coming down from Fox.
Yeah, first land factory coming down from FoxTermelon, and that could be a bit dangerous because obviously MMLs can come out of that.
Oh yeah, I think Vanity should immediately just place down a land factory of his own, but I don't think he sees it. He doesn't have an... Oh, he does have an intel add-on. You can see he has every add-on on that factory, so that should be a pretty good position, but if MMLs start coming out, then it's not going to matter.
Maybe a point defense here would be okay, but yeah, that land factory needs to come up.
Well, that engineer could just sacrifice capture the factory. Like, that would just...
Oh, that's true.
That would
That's
just
actually very
decide,
true.
Yeah, everything. He just keeps the planes close. Oh, he's going for it.
And
he's
he can't bomb. Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be super close.
So they can't bomb it.
He's healing it too.
He gets it.
Oh my god. That is incredible. What a play.
And he has the AA tower that Fox built for him. That factory has an AA tower on it as well.
Wow. Oh my god. This just turned upside down.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I think that just decided the whole game.
Well, Fox still won air,
like
but he can't really do anything with it.
That's incredible. Well, that factory still has AA on it. It's still killing planes.
Exactly, so it's irrelevant because there's not a high enough bomber count, and even if there was, there's so many shields.
All right,
Goodness.
I think Vanity is trying to push away Fox, but he's just not in a good position to do that.
Fox is trying to recapture that factory, but of course there's no sack cap on the ACU. That would be funny, sack cap on the ACU.
Well, in Supremacy, it would be a valid option.
Well, what if you could capture the other ACU and just win?
A single Crado out of that factory, a single mobile AA that's just following his ACU around now.
Yeah, that's funny. I would have chosen an MML, but...
Oh yeah, I think Vanity should definitely rebuild an engineer here, though, because an engineer could just start reclaiming everything while his ACU is just kind of dueling Foxes there.
Absolutely, and Fox really cannot push into there. There's 2 anti-air towers. Even a land factory right now, I think, would just seal the deal for Vanity. But FoxTermelon did manage to get a 4th air factory, so he is up on production.
I think Fox is going to be struggling on mass because he's one mass behind.
Yeah.
Vanity has all that reclaim now, and he just lost a land factory with a shield, with a factory add-on, anti-air add-on, and like a structure anti-air right next to that, a turret. And Vanity recycled all of it.
And a 5th
So,
air factory.
If Vanity plays everything right, you should be able to get away with a win.
Why is he still building air? I feel like he has a really good position.
I think both players are really scared of holo flares coming into play mid-game, because whoever wins the air fight as Aeon, like, the opponent just cannot build enough anti-air to really defend against a snipe.
How the heck does Fox have so much mass? Is he really like reclaiming yummy mass, or?
He's not actually reclaiming anything, but I think it's just that the masses are vetted.
Yeah, but then Vanity should be floating quite a bit. Oh, he's been building research in the back. Okay.
Well, I think he built that recently, actually, with that engineer, followed by those 2 generators. I think Vanity might be floating here on mass.
Yeah,
it's definitely stressful playing against a player like Fox, so it's understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm really starting to worry about these MMLs that are going to come out of this factory here.
Yeah, airplanes aren't going to cut it at this range.
Yeah.
But then again, Fox doesn't have any anti-air, so... Well, he has 1 factory add-on, but that's just going to pickle the planes with its pathetic DPS. Like, there's nothing really stopping Vanity from just going in and winning the air fight if he has more planes, whenever he gets the advantage. But right now it still looks like Fox is ahead on planes, since he's been pouring most of his mass into that.
Yeah, and that first MML does come out, and it looks like it has enough range to hit from underneath that shield. That's going to make it even harder for Vanity to really get to it.
Well, the thing is, Vanity already has down 3 land factories, and those TMLs do more damage than a mobile missile launcher. Oh, we might be seeing a snipe here.
Snipe attempt coming in.
That is not good for Vanity. Airfight's going
Oh,
down.
wow. Holy crap.
Yeah. Looks like Vanity's going to get sniped there. He's not getting away.
Oh, wow.
That is unfortunate. That is, yeah.
That is very unfortunate. I think Vanity was definitely in the lead there. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh man, such a frustrating game for Vanity. I feel like FoxTermelon getting the 1-up lead, and we are going to go to our next map, which is going to be Igneous. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the tournament. It is a quarterfinal match. Oh, I just did that. Semifinals match with some amazing players. The map is Igneous, and let's see who our players are. We got FoxTermelon spawning in as the White Aeon Commander, dropping down an air factory, then ecoing all the things. And he's got a second air factory queued up. And what is going on the other side, Alpha Hex?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Over on the right side, we have Vanity as the Teal Aeon Commander, dropping down 2 air factories, the exact same build we've seen from last game. The exact same build that Fox is doing, so I think we're going to see a very similar game.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be air all the things or go home.
Yeah, hopefully Vanity's going to learn from his mistake there and not die to a same snipe again. Yeah.
Not overextend. Like, what else could he have done, though, in that position? You know what I mean?
Well, really, if he stayed under shields and dropped down some land factories as well, then it could have been a little more interesting than that. But
agreed.
Yeah, I think Vanity was just too stubborn and focused on the air too much. But then again, Fox was, ahead on air. So it's hard to say.
I mean,
maybe he
just
didn't use the research well enough. Yeah, he dropped a research station, but didn't really research anything that decided the game later on.
Look at FoxTermelon's one single scout causing all these problems for Vanity.
Yeah, and he managed to get away.
It got away. And FoxTermelon took the time out to type no, yes. I don't understand
I think they're just they just know that it's the exact same build again, and on this map it's just gonna be awful.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's the plight of Aeon Mirrors, right?
Yeah. But then again, on this map you've got some water around the map, so you can actually hide your commander. And you're basically just immune to bombs, unless they just ground fire. But then again, they need sonar for that, which is
This
really
is
hard
true.
for Aeon. Yeah.
This is true. You know, if you've got a land factory, you could sneak some, floating MMLs if your opponent isn't aware of it. But they are. At this level, they are.
Well,
Let's
I
just be
would
real.
probably just get bombed by airplanes. That would be a
It
really
would. It
expensive
would.
investment. That would take
It
like
would.
10
It would.
minutes to get to the other side of the map. It's
Yeah,
just gonna be all air.
yeah, there's no sneaking that around. I mean, I was thinking maybe, but nah. So what does have sonar for Aeon? Is it the Widge finder
Oof.
only, or what else?
Well, I think
Is
you
that-
just have to overcharge your radar with that ability, or you have
oh,
to,
that's so lame. Oh, that's such a
yeah,
investment.
or you have
That's
to
such
bring
an
in like
investment.
the Will Finder or some
That
wacky
is
unit. Like the tanks aren't gonna cut it, and
no.
I don't think the default like radar you place on the ground provides sonar.
No, I
So
don't think
hopefully,
so.
like if someone's hiding in the water, the game's already decided, and they're just buying time.
True.
But yeah, it's definitely just a way to counter a snipe attempt. Like 15 minutes into the game, all they have to do is just walk into that little
Yeah,
river, and well, it's not a river, but you know what
I
I
know what
mean.
you
They
mean.
just hide
Yeah, I
under
know
the
what you
water,
mean.
and
No snipe
they're pretty
happening.
much immune to a snipe. Yeah, even from
Now,
tanks, even if they get the torpedoes, like you can't see where the ACU is. You don't have sonar.
this is true. I like how both players are expanding, though. I mean, that's really good to see.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta, if you hold shift, Vanity is going to be building an air factory up in that far island.
yeah. Probably to just like have a little outpost in case the engineer dies, in case it gets sniped.
That makes sense.
But I think Vanity's being way too aggressive
Oh
here.
yeah, he is. He split off that one plane. I mean, one plane
Yeah.
could mean
Well,
life.
it provides radar. Like he could see the planes coming. Oh, it might actually work out in Vanity's favor.
That engagement. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the bait. He had the airplane slightly more forward, so he'd have
Oh.
radar. But Fox didn't see that there were more planes. Fox thought he was killing a scout.
Wait, why is Fox winning this?
Oh, well, it's just
Why is
yeah.
Fox winning this?
There's just some, like I said, air against air engagement, so it can sometimes just be like this.
It's a crapshoot. Yeah,
It happens, but
it does.
wow, I
Fox
wonder if
Termelon-
Vanity can get away. Like, I don't know if Vanity can come back from this. Look how many planes Fox has compared to Vanity. This is
I mean,
not looking good.
His air micro must. Well, he's doing the. How'd he win that though? Like, I know you say it could be like that, but it's like they both
Well,
have
what do you
training
mean?
on their planes. Like, it's just wow.
Yeah.
Just
Well, there's some randomness involved because you can't control each unit individually. That would just
true.
you'd need like a tool-assisted, computer doing that.
Right.
But I think this might actually be over. Like that one unlucky engagement is just going to decide the game.
I think
That's
you're
why
correct.
nobody really likes air maps.
I mean, I like
Yeah.
that FoxTermelon is queuing up some reclaim over on that island where that engagement happened. That is good. But there's an air
Yeah, yeah.
engagement happening that you should probably. Oh no! Vanity just turned around his. Oh man.
Well, he tried to get into the anti-air, I
Yeah,
think,
the
because he
anti-air, I
can't. He
know,
can't.
I
He does
know.
not have enough planes to really compete with that.
He does not.
I
He does
think
not.
this might be over. That one unlucky air engagement just, completely messed it up for Vanity.
I think you're correct, but I'm gonna treat it as if it's still competitive because I'm hoping for a really good game here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough since it's just going to snowball as Vanity has to add more anti-air.
Agreed.
And then
yeah.
the mass that was spent on the anti-air is mass that Fox is spending on planes, so it's just going to get worse and worse.
Right. He's got that one anti-air tower already, and anti-air on that one factory by his commander. So, yeah, you're probably correct. The
thing is that Fox does not have radar, so it's going to be really difficult to see Vanity's planes come in. So he has to be really cautious not to get into really bad air engagement over anti-air as Vanity's planes fly in from the back. So Fox is going to have to start pushing up engineers for the middle to build some radars because he can't go in blind.
Does Vanity have radar?
Oh yeah,
No, he doesn't.
right next to his ACU.
yeah.
Right next to his ACU.
Oh, jeez, why didn't I see that? Yeah.
And so I think he can barely see Fox's airplanes there. They're barely out of range.
Oh, there's the radar from
Yeah.
Fox.
But he's definitely going to have the advantage if the fight's going to be happening on his half of the map.
Right, because he's going to get that reclaim.
Oh yeah.
And no
Plus,
anti-air.
he has all the intel, and Fox is kind of flying in blind.
Yeah.
There might be an argument to be made for the radar upgrading planes on maps like this because they're so huge.
I think you're correct.
Yeah, instead of building radars, you kind of just have one plane flying more forward, and it's just a cannery. If it dies, well, you can retreat the other planes.
Makes sense. That one plane being sacrificed.
Vanady's trying to build a research station, but I don't think he should just present it to Fox like that. He should probably put that behind the factories. That is some odd placement for such an expensive building.
Yeah, I'd really want it to be protected by as many AA towers as possible. I mean, it will be covered,
weird.
but
yeah, Vanady just went in and sniped the radar, but he doesn't. I guess he saw Fox's planes go back and just
I think he did.
Probably bluffed. Because if Fox's planes got there fast enough, that would just be devastating as he was turning around. Terrible. Yeah, considering the recent early engagement where he was actually now he should still be slightly behind on planes. So if he gets into a bad engagement, that's just game. Both players have the exact same stats on planes.
Well, it looks like FoxTermelon just researched shield. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So FoxTermelon has the clear advantage at this moment. He has 2 research stations, so he's definitely got that advantage.
Yeah.
And he got all that.
Fox probably should have scouted right as he was about to get shields, because if he saw no shields on the enemy planes, he could probably assume that Vanady's behind on research since he lost that early engagement, and Fox has been also killing a lot of stuff.
Definitely. And FoxTermelon got that early reclaim, and that really matters for the.
Well, he didn't. I don't think he expanded as much as Vanady did, because Vanady has 4 extra masses on that top island, while Fox is just beginning to take those.
That's true. But
never mind. I didn't see. Yeah, he got the ones in the top left of the island.
But he got that reclaim to help him build those research stations early on.
Oh yeah, you get 17% from dead units, I think.
Yeah.
So
that's
what is that?
Really
1, 2, 3. So it's 10 planes, so it's going to be that's the price of a single airplane, basically, or 2.
Well,
but it's enough to make a difference in such a tight match if both players are doing the same build.
And now FoxTermelon is queuing up that expansion. So we're going to start seeing that snowball like you were talking about.
I'm definitely interested in seeing if Vanady's going to be able to come back from this. And he just got filled on his planes. But, he's not keeping his research. He teched that probably as early as he could. So it looks like he's really far behind on research, because that's 2 minutes after Fox did.
Yes. So FoxTermelon is probably going to get holo flares earlier. Yep, FoxTermelon just got flares research. It just popped up for me.
Oh, you have the research thing on?
I do.
I'm really beginning to worry for the players, because none of them. Well, Fox is really close to that water, so he can just walk there when he sees planes coming on radar. But Vanady he's building shields on his factories. That's not a good idea. Yeah, he has shields on his factories.
I think
he's trying to probably do that. Yeah, but then again, you can just walk to the water. It's free. And at some point, he's not going to be able to, because now he has to make that journey. And if there's planes nearby, he's not going to be able. He's just going to be locked in near those shields. He's not going to be able to move away from those factories, because the moment he goes out, Fox is just going to come in and snipe.
Look who's walking the water right now, taking your advice.
Yep.
So,
Fox is immune now. So if this game ends with a snipe, it's going to be Vanady who's dying.
Agreed.
Doesn't look like Vanady learned from his mistake from the last map. He's just committed to keeping his AC there.
FoxTermelon's kind of hanging out. And Vanady just got holo flares right now. So they both have flares. I think they got research 3. And they have shields. So this is all going to come down to micro and better placement,
Well, it's airplanes against airplanes. We've seen what happened in the early engagement.
Yeah.
There's going to be some luck involved.
I'm trying to hype this up, but yeah, whoever gets the good luck, whoever has the best positioning helps, but luck is gonna really be the deciding factor. So Vanity
Well,
has
like
4 research stations. I don't know if I agree with that. But
well,
he's
then again,
definitely gonna-
Fox. Oh, Fox only has 2 actually, but he's still ahead on research. Yeah,
He's putting down a 3rd one.
and we might see a snipe soon. When Fox realizes that Vanity's just out in the open, I think right now he can just go in and snipe him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, what if especially if he had teleport, like a telesnipe with the plane?
That might be a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vanity's not building his air factories in like a grid. So if he's committed to using those shields, he should build 4 factories in a square pattern and just put his commander in the middle of them.
Yeah, I was thinking of a very cinematic finisher, very dramatic, teleport on the commander.
And then the commander teleports away.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be
man,
awesome if Vanity jumps into the water?
Oh, that'd be
yeah,
so
you need what do you need? You need free research for the damage upgrade, free research for the movement speed, and then a lot for the teleport, maybe 7, I think. So it's really expensive.
Not to mention the energy cost. E2, E4, what is that? Is he playing chess all of a sudden?
No, that can't be chess. But battleships? I don't know.
That's a 5th research station for
the Aeon radar's not great, so they're
it's
probably
terrible.
they have no idea what the other person's doing, probably.
I don't know why Vanity is queuing up a land factory here in the center. Like he's putting down
those few MMLs could really make a difference because Fox is going to be distracted trying to bomb him, and then if Vanity gets a good air engagement, well, that's just it.
This is true.
Late game, you definitely want to have some lands.
They both now have training 4. I think you're right about that.
Vanity really has to go into the water. This is terrible. I don't want to see another game end like that. He's still committed to staying near those factories.
I mean, does FoxTermelon know where his commander is?
No, but when he scouts him, Vanity does not have the time to run to the water. Plus,
no, he doesn't.
He already has all those shields, so why would he? He's committed to staying near those factories. Maybe he's just trying to bait Boxer in. Maybe he's behind on research because he has hunk ready. He's saving his points to just hunker and, try to kill the planes before he gets sniped.
That is so many air factories, all over the place.
Look at the AA creep from Vanity.
Not a bad idea. I mean, that's going to create a no man's land, especially with the MMLs supported by it. FoxTermelon would have no other choice but to push in. This is kind of smart. I mean, it's expensive.
Maybe. But then again, why not spend the mass on more airplanes which can move?
Agreed.
It's odd, yeah. If Fox has really good micro, he could just split his planes. He could just split his planes into 5 groups of 20, and just take out all of the towers at once in one pass.
True.
Yeah.
Is it true? But I like how Vanity does have.
Oh, we see TMLs from Fox. Look at the bridge to the left.
What I say.
Yeah, TMLs coming in.
Well,
and it looks like he's going for the masters, not the radar.
Good thing there's the land factory because those slip tax, is that what they're called?
Yep. Yeah, slip tax. But those cost. You need to get the build cost, build time. That's 3 research.
Yep.
2 research for the shotcha, so that's 5.
Yep.
And then 2 more for the slip tax, so that's 7 research points just to counter that TML.
Very expensive. But TML's expensive too. I mean, it's
6 research points, 1 less actually than the anti-missile, which is an odd game design choice.
That is very odd, huh?
Yeah.
But
then again, to build a TML, what is it, 400 mass?
It's expensive. That's what I was getting at. It's super energy.
Yeah, it's an investment.
But I like how Vanity is expanding to the north, at least. I mean, that's good. FoxTermelon has stopped expanding, but Vanity's still moving on. Okay, there's a lot of land factories going down for FoxTermelon. But look at all those.
Vanity's still committed to staying near his factories. I think this is going to end with a snipe.
I think
just
you're right.
inevitable. Yeah.
I'm really hoping that it's not. I'm just, not talking about it. Just kidding. But,
If we pretend let's just pretend it's not going to happen. Let's just talk
right,
about
but
everything except.
we know it. We know it's going to happen. I mean, we all know it's going to happen. I told you FoxTermelon's going to throw $2.
Vanity's sending in an army of engineers to try and sacrifice
see
Captain
that.
to factories.
But that point defense is going to be done beforehand. So I think
Fox should have bombed those. Like, that's just, there he goes. Now he's going for it.
Oh, he got them all.
That's like 300 mass gone for Vanity. But then again, this map is so huge that it's not going to make
Doesn't
it
really
down.
matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that factory shield just went down for that single. Oh, down went an anti-air tower. That's 225 mass. In the toilet. Man, look at all those anti-air towers. I don't know how I feel about that with all those tanks.
It might not be a bad idea, because if Fox wants to go around, like, he has to just circle that area completely.
There's a commitment. There's a commitment.
It's going down.
Away
I think
from
those
the
anti-air
anti-air.
towers are actually near enough that the planes are just going to fly all over the place. Yeah, and they're going to start killing stuff.
Oh my goodness. It's way too early to call this.
All in the back are firing.
They are. Who's winning? I think Vanity's... Wait? I can't tell.
I'm seeing a lot of teal planes.
I'm seeing a lot of teal myself.
Yeah.
Is Vanity winning?
Vanity might actually come back. This is incredible.
Vanity's winning! Oh!
Wow.
Vanity's winning!
And that's it, I think.
That's game!
Yeah.
That's
like,
GG.
what do you do? Those planes have holo flares. You cannot...
That's it!
Fox accepts the loss, and
wow!
that's game number 2. God, that's...
So
incredible.
It didn't end in a snipe. I'm so happy about that. So that was game 2. So
against
it's
all
expectations,
yeah.
Right? Fox won, Vanity won. So that is incredible. What do you think Fox could have done to win that?
Well, like, one plane, if he saw that Vanity was out in the open, that could have just ended right there. Yeah. Especially with something like plane teleport. Like, Vanity was not in a good position with his commander. But in the end, it didn't matter because Fox just didn't go for the snipe. Maybe he just assumed that he was in the water and didn't bother scouting.
Yeah. So thank you for that. That was really, really good. And if he would have known that commander was there, it would have been over. Period.
Yeah,
right?
Congratulations to Vanity. That was an uphill battle from the start.
Definitely. That was awesome. So congratulations. So I think we're going to end this and move on to the third match. What do you think about that, Alpha Hex?
Oh, it's great to see a third match from, players like this.
Super awesome. So anyhow, guys, we're going to cut this stream right now. We're going to be back with the third match. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. It is Game 3 of the semifinals of this wonderful tournament hosted by OSS and our boy Nite of Misfortune. The map is Coalition Shipyard, and let's see who the players are. I'm going to introduce somebody. I'm going to introduce FoxTermelon spawning in as the white Aeon Commander, dropping down an air factory and then echoing all the things. What is going on the other side? Alpha Hex.
Oh, I'm sorry. What other side? I had to mute for a second.
What's going on with the other guy?
Steel.
That's not
Steel, who's the other guy?
It's Vanady, dude.
Vanady on the bottom side of the map, dropping down one air factory and scouting. And looks like they're doing the exact same build again.
Yeah.
Fox adding an extra air factory immediately.
Looks like that is going to be another air map. Just, it's going to be Aeon Air all day long. And a little PSA, a little PSA about muting your microphones, people. Don't mute your microphones, or you can miss something very, very important. Of course, I'm just messing around, Alpha Hex.
Yeah. I'm sure. All right.
But
Vanity scouted, but he's still not. He still hasn't decided where he wants to go from here with his build.
Which is going to be super dangerous because FoxTermelon just put down a second air
Oh, look at that.
factory.
He's dropping down anti-air towers on the sides.
Who is?
Vanity. Looks like he decided he's not gonna fight air. He's just dropping down the anti-air immediately.
He's going TML.
Maybe.
Oh, FoxTermelon has invested heavily in. Like, I hear that you never go double air against Aeon because they could just walk up and TML you.
Oh yeah. Well, then again, you also have stuff like Arvogs, so it's kind of a general rule of thumb. But yeah.
So
do you know he has TML? Did you see him research it, or are you just speculating?
No, I'm just speculating. I'm speculating.
Yeah, it's definitely possible because this map is so wide. If he plays down one in the middle, it's impossible to cover all the mass with anti-missiles. So you just kind of have to kill it on the spot.
Exactly. But it looks like FoxTermelon is pushing up his engineers for probably scouting purposes. But that could be a real problem for Vanady if he decides to go TML, right?
It's going to be really frustrating if Fox pushes up the engineers and we see like a sacrifice capture duel and it just becomes, a dice roll. You can't really
engineer is going to
control that. No, he's fine.
Yeah, that engineer.
Fox sees the anti-air tower and he's not interested.
I was sitting there thinking that engineer is gonna have a really bad day, but just kidding.
Yeah, this might be a really good build from Vanity because you can see he's already ahead on mass, and Fox can't really do anything right now. Can't even go gunships because Vanity's still making fighters.
This is true.
One engineer's getting really close in the middle, but Vanity's AC is right there, so he should be able to deal with that. But if Fox gets to that edge of that wall, he can capture over the wall, actually.
He's gonna do it.
Oh, Vanity's trying to bomb, but it's not gonna be enough. That's not 8 bombers.
Oh, he's getting it, and he's got it.
He got it. Well,
wow.
I wonder if it's gonna make a difference. And looks like Fox is actually about to lose some lanes here. No.
As Bandit. Oh,
that was some weird back and forth. Neither player really wanted to engage there.
Yeah. So, that's a little bit annoying, but it's only one mass extractor. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, Vanity's still way ahead.
Vanity still
already has all the mass extractors he can, yeah.
Still way ahead. I mean, he's fully saturated -1. He might as well
look at that. He's trying to sacrifice captured back. Hopefully, Fox will control Cade before that happens.
No, he didn't slack cap. He regular cap.
It's still only 50 mass to build on top of that wreckage, so the only thing he's really losing is the veterancy. But that's not going to matter in the long run.
Exactly. And we see a land factory go down for Vanity. I think Vanity has the clear advantage right now. What do you think?
Well, I think so too. Fox is also trying to expand on the side, but it might be too late. Vanity's just going to be so far ahead on the mass game. If he starts spamming out Harvogs now, like that air's just going to be useless.
And Vanity sucking up some delicious yummy mass.
We've got some mobile anti-air coming out from the factory, actually. It's an interesting choice.
Yeah, very interesting. That's just going to tickle.
It has really poor range, so
it's not
like
good.
One airplane goes in range, flies over, and it starts targeting another one, so it's not really going to take anything out.
I don't agree with that choice. I would like to see Harvogs.
I think we might start seeing some bombing runs from Fox because he's about to hit 20 planes. And since he has such an air advantage, he has so many more planes than Vanity that he can just go in, bomb the tower, and he's not going to care that Vanity's shooting him from the back. He's just going to destroy the tower and then engage.
Yeah, he could one pass that tower here in a minute.
Oh no, Vanity. Hang is
getting
just
the engineer.
Okay. Yeah.
No, he went for an energy.
The generator. Yeah.
And it didn't
might have been a misclick there. I think that was a misclick. He immediately just changed the path for the planes. Only some of them dropped the bomb.
Right. Well,
Fox is fully committing to the airplanes.
100%. 4 air.
That's not a good strategy on short distances because Vanity can just start AA creeping here, and with some missile launches in the mix, that's not going to be great for Fox.
Not at all.
Once you get close to that base, like since the map is so wide, it's going to be impossible to defend the extractors on the left and on the right. that single mobile AA is tickling a plane.
So Vanity just researched shields on ground units.
Ground units.
Yeah, exactly. Which I
That's,
think, like,
that's crazy.
why?
I mean, like, maybe he just did his research. Maybe he's just ahead on the meta. Like, against all odds, he just won the last game. Who knows? Maybe it's a good strat. The mobile AA spam with shields.
It might be. I mean, I think he's going to go MMLs eventually. FoxTermelon's going to try to capture this.
Yeah, Vanady should walk up his
Vanity
AC and just push him away. You can just push the command out of the way.
Vanity has nothing to stop it, though, except for the push.
Yeah, but the push is unstoppable. Like, you can't
That's
go
true.
around as long as he macros right. The problem is if Fox starts dropping down PDs, Vanity does not have a single missile launcher.
This is true.
He built a TML in his factory, but that's not good because that's going to target the ACU. It's not going to hit it.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
you want to
point-
build a TML reactively after the PD was dropped.
after the point
yeah.
of defense, right? I hope he's going to put down a point defense. It
Might be a little unnecessary because all Fox has is just his ACU. Like, so does Vanity.
I like how Fox took the time out to suck up that delicious yum human. I mean, that was just funny. I'm in your base, taking your mass. I mean, at least.
Oh,
it's
look at
gonna
that!
be-
Look at that! Vanity's capturing some ass on the left. He sack-capped an engineer, and now he's just capturing his
he
stuff. It's not even a
did.
sack-cap, he's just taking it.
He's that
I don't
Captain
think Fox
Engineer.
knows this.
Oh no! Wow.
He does not know it. Look, he's
so look at-
focused on the mid-fight. Oh, and that's a really bad engagement for Fox.
Oh, that's a
From the
terrible
back and on
engagement.
top of AA.
I mean, that's a lot of AA, like ground AA. It will tickle you to death.
Yeah,
But
the
the
thing about
MML
it is just the fire rate. Like, they can switch targets so fast that, like, no shot is wasted.
The MMLs are the major concern for FoxTermelon, because there are now a whole bunch of MMLs are coming out, and he's really focused on that land factory, I believe.
Look how strong those shields are. That one MML hit the factory, and it took down, like, 5% of the shield. So it's going to be a while until Vanity hits, the critical mass for taking out the factories.
But
And
Vanity
he gets
has
away with that engineer.
that.
The
is-
engineer survives and is leaving the enemy territory.
He didn't.
I'm sure they have
overcommit.
plenty of stories to tell.
Yeah. Comes home to the wife, says, "I've seen some things, man. I've seen some things you wouldn't believe, man."
Well, he definitely deserves a Purple Heart for that.
Oh yeah.
Some incredible
First,
bravery.
First, I was on the enemy team. Then some guy made me switch the team, and now,
Oh,
no,
what?
control Cade. He control Cade. I think he said that was it.
That was, yeah. Wow, Vanity wins.
Yeah,
It's
that
incredible.
was unexpected. This is a very unexpected strategy. What do you think about that?
Well, it's definitely first for me as well, but it worked. So it looks like Vanity really did his prep for the tourney.
I have never seen that strategy. Like mobile AA. Like who does that?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like a whole bunch of mobile AA. We saw that it was effective. I mean, not super effective, but it dissuaded
yeah. Well, it's
FoxTermelon.
not good anti-air, but it's still anti-air. That's the thing.
Right. And it did have a psychological effect, I'm sure. And
Yeah, it might have been an early control key, actually. I think Fox definitely could have, pulled back from that.
FoxTermelon could have stuck around with that one. He definitely could have played that one out to the end. I agree with that. Like,
But
he
yeah,
could
then
have,
again, I shouldn't comment on that since I just control keyed immediately after my base was captured. So I'm sure Fox wasn't too happy about those two masses being lost.
Yeah, I mean that we've seen a lot of capturing in this tournament, which is kind of interesting. People are being sneakier now, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, using your army to the fullest potential, like, might as well use those engineers offensively instead of just assisting.
Agreed. Yeah, I like that. I thought that was cool. So, what do you think FoxTermelon should have done? Should he have fallen back and got more land factories? Because he was already ahead in the air game.
Hard to say. I think what really lost the game for Fox there is he didn't really have anything to deal with that land. Like I said, like Vanity just kept creeping closer with anti-air, and Fox really didn't have a solution to that. And when he dropped down the land factory, it was already getting MML'd. So that was a tough situation.
That was
All he
definitely
really had left there was the bombers, and he did try to bomb, but that was just such a bad engagement that Vanady immediately won the air back. So
right.
yeah,
With the shields on the units, that really made a difference with the bombing run. I mean, we would have seen everything just explode if that bombing run happened, you know, but the shields really like protected those units and kept them from exploding immediately. Like you only got like what
Yeah.
1 or 2 units there? I mean, that wasn't a
I
very
think
good
what-
bombing run
I
at
think
all.
what happened there is just Vanity perfectly predicted what Fox was gonna do. Like Fox fully committed to air again, just like every single game we've seen, and yeah, Vanity really exploited that.
Right. And FoxTermelon, like, he's been doing these strats like every time, right? Pretty much the same. We've seen the same build from him like 3 times in a row. And
Oh yeah,
Vanity
when you
ma-
start playing predictable, you're just digging your own grave, and I think that's really what lost the game there, being too
Exactly.
predictable.
Exactly. So Vanity jumped in with something a little different and
Unexpected.
and there's a result right there. You know, the results speak for it. So I think that's about it. You got anything else to add there, Alpha Hex?
I don't think so. Good games.
All right.
That was incredible. 2-1,
Good
but
games.
for Vanity.
Right. Definitely against everyone's predictions. There.
All our predictions were wrong.
That's why I don't predict, because these things happen. So congratulations, Vanity. You are moving on. And FoxTermelon, you did awesome. You made it all the way out to the semifinals. Don't
Well,
feel bad
actually-
because yeah.
Oh, Fox. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah. FoxTermelon, you made it all the way out to the semifinals. Pat yourself on the back. That is nothing. That's nothing to scoff at. Like seriously, that's awesome in such a competitive tournament with such great players. So FoxTermelon, you did awesome. And Vanity, amazing, phenomenal, dude. So I think that's it. We're gonna cut the stream and we're gonna move on to I believe it's the grand finals. Is that it?
Yes.
I believe that's it.
Finals already.
Wow. Okay, well, time flies, right? So anyhow,
Yeah.
we'll be back with that probably. So guys, stick around.
Iron
and-
versus Vanity.
Whoa. Cool. All right.
Yep.
So stick around, everyone. We'll be back with that, and thank you so much for sticking with us on stream.